morning. Happy Monday to you. She's stuck with the flipping remote control.
Very cold. Like I'm freezing.
So you can't make this up. Some morning she's like, I'm so hot. She sounds like a Canadian. You sound just like a Canadian.
You sound like?
A Canadian.
I don't know.
A Canadian married to a Canadian. So we had a fantastic weekend this weekend. Friday, I can't remember what we did Friday. Do you remember?
We went to a birthday party.
That is true.
Very short and sweet because we were getting up early on Saturday for...
Was it Simon's birthday on Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
So we were there on the birthday. So Saturday was our birthday cruise. And it was Simon's birthday, Christie's birthday, Susie, who is Simon's sister. We had Tanya. It was her birthday, and it was my birthday. So there was 5 of us.
And
April 2nd was
Dave's.
Dave's birthday was April 2nd. I mean, out of the 12 people that were on the boat.
Back to Aries on that boat.
12 people on the boat, and the half of them were April babies. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah. So good morning, Karen. Good morning, Sherry and Ree and Jolene.
And Leslie, good morning.
And Leslie, good morning. Buenos dias. My grandpoopies slept over last night. Pat, good morning.
And they are sick.
They have colds. They've been sneezing up a storm.
Yeah. I think that it's COVID. I really do. Because nobody gets anything anymore other than COVID.
That's right. So Taylor has informed me that she wants to come to the office with me today.
Not sick, no.
We'll see.
They're covered in snot.
No, only Amberlyn is. Taylor uses a tissue. Amberlyn uses her arm.
It's dirt. She looks like an orphan all the time. It doesn't matter how often you clean her face, yet she is the happiest child in the world.
So what I might do is have Zach take Amberlyn and we'll just take Taylor.
I know, because there's
a thought.
It is a thought, and it's one of those things where if you want to get sick, it's good to hang around little kids.
If you want to get your immune system strengthened, you hang around little kids. That's the way you look at it.
They're strengthening their immune system. I don't think we need to worry about ours.
They're both listening to us also.
Hello. So they're supposed to be watching TV, and this is what drives me.
Amberlyn looks like a glazed donut. Yeah, but one I would not want a bite of.
Now, it does drive me crazy because you said they're set up.
They are. They were.
They don't care, Christy.
That's okay. Are they even saying a word? They both left.
She says,
"You are a grumpy old man."
No, it's just.
And he's not even the one that had to sleep with them last night. They're kickers and movers, and then because they're sneezing and
they're movers and shakers.
So
when they're sleeping.
Jeff, good morning. Marie, muy bien, gracias. The toddlers look that way here too most days. When they're dirty, they're tired and happy. You're right. And Debbie, good morning.
They are tired and happy. I mean, but right now they're untired, but they're happy.
They are. They're good girls.
They are very, very
and
good
yes,
girls.
They might interrupt our show, but for the odd time that we have them here for coffee time, I think you guys are all okay with it, right? John thinks that it's just rude, but I think it's just being grandparents. And we wanted them to sleep over.
Yes, you did.
We both did.
Yes, she did. And when she picked them up, they were sick. I mean, they were sick.
We went to church. They weren't sneezing that much during church.
See, she's here coughing now. Yeah. She's now what they want to see us on our faces.
See, and Sherry loves seeing her granddaughters. And my mom's on. She would love to see them too.
All right, come here, Taylor, Amberlyn, come here. And Taylor's like, yeah, come here.
You have to lift them up. Go see Pop though.
I have to carry you.
My back is too sore to carry such a big girl.
Oh boy! Say hello.
Say good morning, everybody.
Look up there and wave and say hello.
And you know what? Nama's watching, so say good morning, Nama.
Good morning, Nama.
There you go. Thank you. And you are adorable, except for that little line of snot you got right there. Other than that, it's fantastic.
Her face was just clean a second ago. I washed it.
There you go.
All right. Good morning.
Why do you have your backpack on?
It's good to show you're human with loving kids.
We are humans.
John's barely human.
I am barely human. But we're going to set you guys down, and you guys can go back in the room and watch your show that Nana set up for you.
Go watch your show? Okay. I love you. Here's your backpack. And your Minnie Mouse.
There you go.
Oh.
I remember when the kids were little, our children, not our grandchildren, and they were sick all the time. Just all the time.
Outvoted again, John. Sorry, not sorry. And good morning, girls. So they like seeing them.
Yeah.
And I do too. And you do too.
Oh, I love seeing them. It's just that seeing them for maybe this half hour is just
It's
less.
not likely that it will ever happen, that they will not want to come out here. They like being on camera. They like saying hi
They
to
do.
people.
I saw Taylor's dancing thing on the family chat. We have this family chat, and I'm pretty sure most people do. And they just share what the kids are doing, the grandkids are doing. It's a fun thing to do. And we saw the video when they went to Topeka. Zach says, "Oh, you have no idea. She did this dance. I didn't get to see it." And
but
hopefully somebody
videoed
has
it,
video,
yeah.
and they did.
So Chuita sent it out this morning, and super adorbs. I mean,
It's
from
mom.
way in the back, so it's hard to see, but
Cheetah's a good mom. Like, she's a great mom. Her and Zach are the
amazing
best parents
yeah.
ever. I mean, they put us to shame. So yeah, it is. It's very funny.
So we've got hello girls. Good morning, Taylor. Love them. My mom said, yes, their hair is getting very long. I haven't brushed Taylor's hair obviously yet this morning. And Amberlyn just has really curly, fuzzy hair. Wendy, good morning. It teaches how little girls love Mexico too. Is John being stingy by not letting the rest of us see them? He's keeping them all to himself.
No.
Cheryl thinks they're beautiful and she loves my hair or their hair. Thank you for whichever, because they both have beautiful hair.
They do have beautiful hair.
Yeah.
That curl, it's natural.
Yeah.
Like, nobody curls their hair. It's so weird to me. Because normally when you see women with beautiful hair, obviously there's a treatment involved. But with kids, there isn't.
Oh, come on, John. They're great kids. Yes, they are.
They are fantastic children.
He knows they are. He likes things the way he likes them. We'll just put it that way.
Absolutely. I'm in control, except when I'm not, which is pretty much all the time.
Exactly. I don't know when you think you are in control. It was my hair. Thanks, Cheryl. Karen said that they have 3 grandsons, 2 of which tower over her, or maybe she's just shrinking with age. Yeah, well, it'll be a while till my granddaughters tower. And if they take after their mother, they'll never be taller than me, which I feel Amberlyn probably will. If they take after their father, yeah, they'll be tall. They'll be tall. But I'm pretty tall. I'm almost 6 feet. So
when Spencer was a child, he was so tiny.
Yeah.
And we were so worried about him. It is funny because...
Isn't this a family show? Yes, it is, Jolene.
When Zach was younger, Zach was so much bigger than Spencer. Like, I mean, he was pretty much double his height.
Yeah.
And Zach would just like touch Spencer and Spencer would go flying. So with Spencer, we were worried about him until he was 16, I think is really when he did his growth spurt. And then now he towers over Zach and everybody. It's just funny to me that it took him so long.
Yeah. Sherry said that she would love to have their curls. Sherry Stockwell. She has 2 granddaughters with curls as well. And then what can you make with round steak peeps? I need to cook it quick for daycare. Oops.
What's round steak peeps? What does that mean?
Round steak people. She's calling us peeps or peeps.
Round steak. I don't know. What is round steak?
Just it's like
Is it round?
Could be if you cut it round
like that. So we have lots of things going on here. We have a meeting today with a seller in the U.S. and it's an odd story because her husband passed away, and when her husband passed away, he had it where his sisters would get half of the ownership of the condo. So instead of just chatting with the wife, we needed to chat with 3 of the people. One of the problem is one of those people is dead already. So now we have to go to the bank, and the bank technically has to say there has to be 2 closings.
I'll be right
one to get the sister off of this, and the other is to get the husband off of this. Now, if the bank was being kind, and our lawyer said it is a possibility, the bank would be just kind of like, just get this fixed and we'll okay it. We don't expect that's going to be the problem. So it would be nice if we had a bank that cared about their clients, but they don't. And this is what I tell people all the time: that money that you give the banks to hold the trust, so that to create the trust, hold the trust, it gets you zero fiduciary responsibilities on behalf of the bank. The bank does not care about you. It doesn't even really want that money, because a lot of the banks are getting out of the trust game just because it's too complicated. And not only that, like, you have such a long time to do a closing in Mexico. It is getting stupid, like just dumb, the bureaucracy, etc., that is going on. And I really do, that Mexico embraces technology, but at the same time, we see what's going on with technology around the rest of the world. People being shut down, voices being stifled, not heard. It's a very strange world that we're living in at this moment in time.
Yes, agreed.
I remember when, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Now names are just so violent. Names kill. They kill. They don't really. But according to some little big children, they can.
Some big children.
They're big children.
So, rained all night, Jolene said. So Jeff's asking Jolene if she's getting, stroganoff. There you go. Big cut of beef. Is it hamburgers you can make? Yeah. Yeah. So stroganoff is one thing that was offered by Debbie, who is a great cook. So I'd listen to her. Clem also, he said hamburgers. But then she'd have to be able to grind it. Jeff asked Jolene if they were getting sunshine today. Jolene said it rained all night, so no. And Jeff is teasing her and saying it's another beautiful day in paradise.
It is.
Ree is saying death certificate of deceased should be enough to get that person off if spouse isn't listed, unless they are PR and listed as tenant in common, not joint. It's a little bit different here.
Yeah.
Because of the trust. So that's why it's a process. When shepherd's pie is another one. Yeah, you could do that.
When somebody dies here.
Brian, good morning.
It is complicated.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's not really complicated.
If it's not complicated when the deed is set up. And we have seen absolutely everything set up. It's so weird.
But this was probably one of the more convoluted. The only other one I think was more difficult than this. And it's only really difficult because one of the heirs has passed. But we had another one where there was a minor. So we had to get power of attorney given to the parents of said minor.
And it had to be recognized by the courts.
And it had to be recognized by the courts.
$5,000.
It was a bunch. Yeah. It was time and yeah.
$5,000.
Mike, good morning. Ree says she's learning about all that crap there too. Yeah. It is it is a different process everywhere you go. And I think each state may have a different one.
Well, for us here, what's different is the trust supersedes a will, everything. So when you create a trust, you need to have all of your ducks in a row. So the heirs cannot be minors. Those would be the substitute beneficiaries. They cannot be minors, because if somebody does die, the person, when they first started it, the one she's talking about, I think they were 8 or 9, and 3 or 4 years had gone on, and this child still had many years to go. Well, the child is technically an owner of a property, and the child cannot make any decisions or anything about that. It could not sign he could not sign. So the parents had to be able to sign. It was very complicated. One year we had 3 sellers die while we were selling the property. That was a very strange year, just because we had lots of things that we had to get through.
Well, and if a seller dies in that process, then we have to start it all over again, because now their POA doesn't work. It just.
I've actually told clients when they got POAs.
No, you didn't tell them.
No, I've actually said, if anybody dies, I don't want to know about it. I can't know about it, because the moment I know about it, then the entire process stops.
Good morning, Luke. Good morning, Larry.
Hello, Luke. We missed you guys on the boat. We had a great time. We really did. It was, oh, we can talk about the trip. It was so magical. Like it was this, it's called adasailing.com, I believe is their website. And they have 2 different days. They have a short trip and a long trip. We went up for the long trip, which was 6 hours. They have a guy, he's got a kick-ass beard. It's very white, and it's similar to mine. He's got short on the side, long down below. And his name was Jorge.
So he felt he needed to tease me all day about his stupid beard.
It was awesome. But Jorge is half Mexican, or no, half Irish. It was very strange. So his father was Irish, and both of his parents, that his father's parents were Irish, both of them. But he married a Mexican gal. He was born in the U.S., but he moved here when he was a child. And but he does such a good job. Like
he's pretty awesome.
They had 6 people working on the boat, and I think there was 12 of us that were on the boat, and it was just a fantastic, fantastic day.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. It's 130 US a person, but it is an amazing meal and yummy appies and top shelf drinks. So
yeah, it is. It was good. I mean, they did not have a ton of tequilas. They didn't.
No, they didn't.
2,
and that was
one of the things
that was fine.
It was
though,
absolutely it was, but it was one of those
there
things
was
that they were
lots
told.
of the one that they had.
Yeah.
They just ran out of the 1800. I got the last of that. All right.
So the food
Ree, it was nice to chat with you. Good luck for a quick lunch. And Sherry in St. Albert is saying that had why are you in Manitoba, Sherry?
Just go on.
Had wicked amount of snow and rain here in Manitoba. The snowbank from winter time snow clearing hasn't even melted. 5 feet high. Lots of Winnipeg is flooding. Ew.
Yikes.
And then Jolene said, "Can we book it for New Year's Eve?"
What?
The Ada.
Oh, I don't think it's big enough for what we want for New Year's Eve.
How big do you think we need it for New Year's Eve?
I think we want 20 or 30 people at least.
Why?
So I think it's going to be a big event.
Then we better get on it.
We really should get on it. So if you want to be here for New Year's Eve and want to go on the boat with us for New Year's Eve, I really suspect it'll be till 2 or 3 minimum that we get back to shore, because even with the fireworks at midnight in the bay in Vallarta, then we have to go back. So it'll be a late night.
Yeah, and the Ada is a very small boat.
It is a small boat.
Was very comfortable even with my sore back, for those that were asking about my back, which it's tender. I'm not going to say it's still sore. I do have to be careful the way I sit. Like holding Amberlin for like 2 minutes did not hurt, but it was okay.
So Larry says, John, I had some double chocolate vodka last night. Get working on it for New Year. That's a good idea. I'd like to find out how double chocolate vodka is made.
But it would be sweet, right? Is it sweet, Larry? Sherry is saying that her and her daughter flew out for her mom's birthday. Oh. That's why they're in Ontario. Or in Manitoba.
Today I found out that a friend of ours was a very good friend in the old days. Mm-hmm. And we've chatted a couple times since we've been to Mexico, but he died just a little over a year ago. And that's kind of sad. Same as Estelle. There's a few people that after they pass, I miss them. There's some people you just don't know because you're not close friends or whatever. But there are some
great
people...
on ice. Yeah, so that means it's sweet, right, Larry? Come on, answer me. Is it sweet?
Is it sweet? So this guy's name was Kelly Sweard. He was from Calgary. And he was a good man. He was a good father, a good husband, good grandfather, and a nice guy, a really, really nice guy. Met him in politics when we were involved with politics kind of in the mid-90s.
It was nice to have known him.
It was very nice to have known him.
And I think it's cute that, yes, it's sweet. Okay. Yeah.
So I went for a haircut to the lady who did my hair last time. And she's like, "Oh, what's going on with Estelle?" I'm like, "Estelle died a year ago." And she was shocked. And then since I've seen her now, obviously she's had a few other friends tell her Estelle is dead. So she was kind of sad too.
Just in case you were lying to her?
I may have been lying.
You weirdo. Good morning, Marie. And Karen is saying it is cottage pie if it's beef. It is shepherd's pie if it's pork, I'm guessing. Or
Really?
other kind of meat.
Wow. Well, shepherds are known to look after pigs.
No, sheep.
They don't.
Yeah.
It is interesting. So on the Ada, back to that, like it was all the food top shelf. I mean, just beautiful food. I had
You actually got to pick your entree. So when we booked, we had to have our entrees in. And so they made it for you.
So I had the snapper, which really was fantastic.
Yeah,
You had the chicken.
I had the chicken, which I really enjoyed.
And they had a few shrimp dishes, a few fish dishes, a few chicken dishes,
A couple vegetarian
dishes, but all amazing, absolutely amazing. And they made them on there.
Yeah.
Like I thought they made empanadas, and they had like the little flour things, and they stuffed them with meat and did the curling. They cooked them on the boat.
Yeah, they had stuffed mushrooms, which of course I'm not a mushroom fan, so I did not try them. But everybody said how amazing they were.
I had your stuffed mushrooms.
You're so nice to me.
I
They
kinda
had
was.
crusty bread with artichoke dip on it of some sort, warm. Oh my gosh, that was delicious.
They even had like the tomatoes on toast. You ate that, and I was shocked that you had
the
that.
bruschetta. Yeah,
I was shocked because Christie's kind of like not one of those fresh tomato type girls.
lamb. Okay, so my shepherd's pie is ground beef or
and
ground pork.
Who's telling you
whatever.
this?
Karen.
Oh, Karen.
She's in England.
You're in England.
Don't be such a snob. Don't be
We
such
gotcha.
a shepherd's pie snob, Karen.
Shepherd's pie in Canada for anything. Because we don't have many shepherds in Canada.
And Larry, you know that we're sweet enough. Well, I am, that we don't need sweet drinks. John likes the sweet girly drinks. I don't.
I had some drinks on the boat. I think I had 7. I mean, you obviously
counted? Seriously?
I did because I wanted to find out, based upon the number of hours, still being able to drive, all that fun stuff.
All right. Well, we hung around in Centro for a while afterwards too.
Yeah. And Christie's coming up to me, she's having shots of tequila. She's like, here's your soda water. Here's your soda water. And you kept doing that to me.
I had soda water too at
Oh,
Hugh
I
and
know.
Simon's.
But you also had other stuff. I only got soda water from you.
You were driving. I assume that's what you wanted. I was trying to be nice.
Sure you were.
Do the boat trips mainly go from the marina? Yeah, this went from Los Pinos Pier in Vallarta. So it's kind of by the military, and it goes out where
They went to Real Del Mar, up in front of the beach there.
But it goes out from Vallarta.
Yeah, it does.
And you go out by where the cruise ships go.
Yeah. And then what happens is you go to Real Del Mar, then from there they put up the sails, and then you just sail back. And it was a magic, lovely afternoon. Everybody had a great time. Really a fantastic time. So it was nice.
Okay, Taylor.
Right, honey?
Yes. Sorry.
The kids are destroying the house.
They're really not.
They're not. The guys are working on our fence here still.
I'm so excited.
So when does the pool come?
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming.
We've seen a picture of the pool in Tepic.
Yeah. I got a picture of our pool. It's in Tepic right now.
Is it still in Tepic?
Well, it was, I guess, Saturday afternoon.
Because I really do think that it's ready to be dug in now. I do.
Well, yeah, that's why they started the wall where they did. So they could put it in right away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I don't know the timeline as far as like once we get the pool. I mean, there's electrical and there's water that has to be hooked up.
Well, it's nice they're doing electrical in with the Castillos.
And in each of our Castillos, so we're going to be able to have lots of nice light.
And I do want to talk to the neighbor also because I do want to finish that wall and just have it look lovely without us building a wall because I don't want to use that extra space.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. I mean, who wouldn't be fine with that? It'll only help.
Yeah. We'll finish his house off.
Yeah.
Because on our side, this is a fascinating thing about Mexico also, is that if you've got a wall and that wall is brick. If the wall is on your property, like that portion, you have to talk to your neighbor to finish their house off. Like it's crazy. If I was to build a brick wall, I wouldn't need to do anything because I would just finish our brick wall.
They're getting hungry.
Why wouldn't you have fed them?
Because I was so tired.
You've been up now for 2 hours minimum.
Why didn't you feed them?
Because I just got up 2 hours ago.
No lollipops.
Oh, they want
for
candy.
breakfast.
So this is a problem with our grandchildren is
How
the
about-
candy issue, because we've always got candy in the house, which we should not have. For this last week, I've been having carbs. I'm up 5 pounds. So we are doing a 3-day fast just to get me back. Like my wedding ring, I can still get it off actually. But yeah. Well, I think we will say goodbye. Christie's going to come and say goodbye because obviously she has to feed
I think we're past the point where our granddaughters will now let us without. They are getting hi. Oh, hi guys. Hey, traditionally the shepherd's pie is made with ground lamb, hence the name. Cottage pie is pretty much the same thing with ground beef. Thanks you, and good morning to you. So yes, thank you guys all for joining us, and I'm gonna go and feed my poor grandbabies because they must be starving.
They must be.
All right, you
All
guys
right,
have